What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we are looking into a YouTube streamer called RipN. There's a little bit of history to this story, so we are going to go through the motions and actually explain a couple of little things about him, about his journey on Mixer, his journey on Twitch, and then how many Activision accounts he's actually had since he's been streaming Warzone. Before we start, let me say, if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. Let's try and get this video to 500 likes. Can we do it? I think we can. Also, guys, don't forget to go and follow me on Twitter at BadBoyBeeman. Brilliant. Let's get started on the video. Before we get started watching some of the footage we found on RipN, we're going to take a look at his Activision account. We're on COD Tracker again. The account is YouTube_RipN, hashtag 1155925. Keep that in mind, guys, because he actually plays on a different Activision account now. This hasn't had a game played since July 23rd, 2020. It's got 11 days played, 798 matches played, 94 wins with a 4.19 KD. Okay, let's take a look at the matches now. Again, like I said, July 23rd, 2020. Last couple of games he played on it, 28 kills, 37, 22, 25. Let's take a look at some of these games. Not many headshots in that, but if you take a look at all of his team, none of them have got any kills. He's got 28 kills. He's literally just carrying his team to victory. And maybe these guys are in on it. Maybe they're aware he's cheating. Who knows? I will tell you now, he is 100% using cheats on this account. The fact that he hasn't played on this account since the 23rd of July and the fact that he is still streaming to this day says that he has definitely had this account banned. There are 3 accounts under YouTube_RipN. 113 matches played, 15 wins, 5.74 KD. Let's take a look at the matches. Well, guys, this is the most recent account, surely. Yeah, January 4th, that was yesterday. And his most recent game, 27 kills. Let's take a look. 6 headshots again. He's not playing with the same people, and if he is, they've changed the names. So he's still playing the game, but on a different account. Let's take a look now at some of the footage. Let's go. First of all, before we get started, I would like you to take a look at the bottom right-hand corner of his screen. As you can see, it says here, a logo with XSplit. That's the XSplit broadcaster logo. This is the broadcasting software that is actually promoted on the engine-owning forums to actually help people hide their wall hacks. This is the software they suggest you use to stream with wall hacks. Keep that in mind as we watch this gameplay now. You clearly see it then. That guy broke his armor, took some of his health, and he still managed to do a full 180 turn and lock onto the guy. No matter where he was moving, he was locked onto him and clear as day. Even though the quality of his footage is really poor, you can still see the fact that he's locking onto people. Keep in mind, guys, that as we're watching this, we're going to see some moments where he's clearly showing the fact that he's using wall hacks as well. An inexperienced player trying to use cheats, and they've not actually used them for that long, cannot hide them well enough to use them on stream and get away with it. Watch as we go. Why did he feel the need at that moment to turn around and look at the crates and then at the racking behind him, other than the fact that he could be looking through objects to see where enemies are? There was no one showing up on the minimap at that moment. I couldn't hear any footsteps when I originally watched this clip. So why was he doing that unless he has ESP wall hacks turned on? Bearing in mind, guys, as we're watching this, he is using XSplit Broadcaster, which is commonly used for cheaters who are trying to hide their wall hacks from their stream. Just keep that in mind, guys. Even at this moment coming up now, he goes over to this direction and you see him look to the right through the wall, then he turns left to look through the wall, and then he carries on going through Superstore as if nothing's happened. What's he planning on doing here? He's run in a straight line directly into this position, and now he's looking to throw a C4 to a place where we can't see an enemy. We've not heard an enemy, but for some reason he's still directing his C4 that way. Why? Let's see if there's an enemy there. Best C4 throw ever. What would you look at that? From this moment, it shows signs of wall hacks again. He pushes round the corner. He pre-fires and pre-aims a corner as an enemy comes round. He kills that enemy and then turns very quickly to shoot at somebody else and ends up killing them as well. But then he decides to take a look out of the walls, almost as if he's got X-ray vision, as we've already said in one of our previous videos. He seems to be looking through the walls constantly to see whether or not it's clear outside to actually push out and go to the buy station and get his teammates back. Watch this now.
So does the live stream hear us, RipN?
Okay, so maybe he heard footsteps in that situation, but there was definitely pre-fire and pre-aim. But this one, that pre-aim there, was definitely suspicious in my opinion, because the distance between him and the enemy probably wouldn't have heard the footsteps from that far. But this one now is where he actually turns to look outside through the walls, and the way in which he does it is extremely suspicious. What's he looking at? What's he looking at there? There's no reason for him to be looking around the way he was. Knowing full well his only option there was to get to the buy station to buy back his team, he was looking around almost to check that the coast was clear through the walls. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below and tell me why you disagree as well.
It's known internationally that
How precise was he from hitting somebody over there, turning to the left and killing them? He's just down somebody else. This is all with ground loot brewing, by the way. Based on how poor the quality is of his actual footage, it's hard to see the snaps, but I can tell for a fact that he is 100% using aimbot and wall hacks in this game. Let's watch his position now, see where he aims to. Knowing that the enemy was on the left. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect pre-aim. So far, he's on 9 kills and he moves like an absolute bot. Yeah, okay, he got killed earlier and he ended up in the gulag. So one of them kills is from the gulag. But it just seems to me the way in which he's moving around the map compared to how accurate his aim is and his awareness of other players. I mean, the guy seems to be running a third-party software. Would you agree? Keep in mind as well, guys, that this guy has actually been banned off Twitch and Mixer in the past. He doesn't always use this XSplit broadcaster either. In fact, in recent times, he doesn't use it at all. I wonder why that is. There was definitely aim lock on that pistol then. Absolute aim lock. And he still almost died. This guy's got absolutely no emotion in his face at all. It's just... In fact, watch this. Aimbot. Wall hacks. Aimbot. I want to know why his teammates who are spectating him aren't saying anything to him about it either. It's so blatant, the way in which he's snapping onto enemies, his player awareness, his game awareness, considering how he moves like a bot. He moves so bad around the map. Look, oh my god, what is he looking at? He has literally just looked up through the ceiling. There you go, mate. Use your heartbeat sensor at least to cover it, to mask the fact that you're using wall hacks. No, he just looks up through the ceiling. You absolute bot. Absolute cheating bot.
enemy UAV overhead.
What? That literally locked onto the enemy. You saw it, little snap at the end.
Enemy personal radar here. Let's go.
He's got them moves like Z-Laner, wouldn't you say?
Have a C4.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go.
At this point, I'm starting to believe that his teammates are actually aware that he's cheating. There's no way for them to not notice that he is locking onto everyone. Unless they're playing on console and they've got no understanding of what cheats look like, which is a fair point to make. Not many people do understand what they look like, but this guy's clearly cheating. There's no doubt in my mind that he's got aimbot and wall hacks. The two people spectating him at the moment are now his teammates, by the way, so keep that in mind. Locked on. Keep in mind as well, at this point, he's actually got half of his headset off his head. He's only playing with one ear. There we go, he's put it back on. You know what he looks like?
God damn, well, I have hit it.
A thumb.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Ugh. I've got aimbot, mate. I've got aimbot.
We were just saying if you bought a lot of
That's appalling. Honestly appalling. There's no way he should have turned that way in the first place and mounted that, but he was pre-aiming it because he has wall hacks to know the enemy was there. And obviously he's got aimbot as well. By the looks of it though, he doesn't have it set up to shoot it down players, by the way, because his aim seems to be spraying when the enemies are down. Keep that in mind as well, guys. There's so many different settings, but you can see it clearly locking onto the enemies as they're running and moving across the map. He's got amazing game sense and game awareness. Obviously, he's got wall hacks. There's no denying it whatsoever. If you don't believe me about the XSplit broadcaster, go and research it. Go and check out the Engine Owning forums. There's so many comments in there about this XSplit broadcaster. Honestly, quite a few of the other streamers who we've caught have actually been using this software as well to actually stream from. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Right, I am getting absolutely bored of watching this bot who's clearly walling, who's clearly using aimbot. So on behalf of me and me mate RipN, hello, mate. I've got aimbot. Right. Well, there we have it, guys. There's quite a bit of history to this guy's story. There are definitely wall hack situations throughout, and the guy's had quite a few Activision accounts based on the videos that we've actually seen. So this screams to me that he's been getting banned, not to mention the fact that he has been using XSplit, which is a broadcasting software which actually hides wall hacks and all ESP cheats from your stream. It's actually promoted on the Engine Owning website, as we said earlier, so the guy is clearly using cheats. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments as well, guys. Make sure you hit that thumbs up so we can get this video to 500 likes. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos, and make sure you go and check out all the other videos we've got up as well, guys. Also, guys, don't forget to go and follow me on Twitter. This is the place where you can contact me about streamers who you believe are cheating, and you can message me directly and remain anonymous as well, at BadBoyBeeman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!